We are live. What's poppin', flame heads? It's your boy, the host of the most, Chris, the SGP himself. I got Lady Phoenix here with me.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and stopping in for our newest hot seat session. This is In the Hot Seat with South Georgia Phoenix, and now with Lady Phoenix. Tonight's special guest, she is somebody that is near and dear to a lot of people in the community. She's really awesome. I've really enjoyed talking with her over the past few months. This live stream was supposed to have been done a month and a half ago, something like that. Some things got in the way. Trying to get everything set up in here. New computer, had to wait on that. My old laptop, yes, it did. It took forever. And then my old laptop, it was hard to do multiple streams. I mean, you guys can go back and see the 6-person mystery box battle that we did. I was lagging the whole time. I went back and watched. I'm like, that's not the type of quality that I'm wanting to put out. So it's there. It is what it is. We left it up, but we've got better equipment now. So help me, everybody, in welcoming our very special guest, Geeky Mama Bear.
Hey everyone, hey Sarah.
Hello there.
Hey Tats.
So let's get some hellos out of the way. Hello, Christina Payne and Sarah Aldrich and Kay Titus. Oh, Ken, how are you doing, my brother? Tat79, what's up?
Hello everyone.
So it's about 4 people in here right now. There's another one. There's a 5th one coming in, but we'll wait to get everybody in. We'll just kind of chit chat for now and let people roll in.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. We can always talk to the people who came in on time.
Right. So tell us about your week. How's your week been going? Everything going smoothly?
You know, the last week of school here, it's the last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of harder for you to get the kids to do something school-wise because they know they don't have to. So it's been stressful. But other than that, everything is awesome.
That's awesome. Hello, Pop Harbor. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Pop Harbor.
And luckily for right now, her kids aren't in school, so we don't have that problem. But next year, Logan starts preschool.
No, this year.
Yeah, well, yeah, next school year is what I meant.
Yeah.
He starts preschool, so I'm sure we're going to have an emotional Lady Phoenix.
Yeah. That's a baby.
Yeah, I think the last one is always my little one started preschool, and he was only 3. He started this last year.
Oh wow!
And it was like, oh my gosh, no.
Zach Monifer, what's up? How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Zach.
Oh, everything has been crazy around here lately. Trying to get things situated and organized, and getting this room still. I'm still. This is a work in progress. You don't see it. What's below me? I have crap everywhere.
Mama J's in the house.
Mama J, hello.
Yeah, I have my little studio area. I keep organizing and changing things around, and I just now started making the videos standing up. Let's see how it is, because I move too much. I noticed that I can't stop.
I'm very fidgety all the time. So.
Yeah, me too. So I think sitting down, but then I have to change everything back, because now I have a high table there, and
right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we were doing our videos out in the living room, and because that's where all my pops are at. We had this room here. I was basically using it as a storage room. I had a chair, like a lounge chair that we weren't even using. It was in here, and then just unpacked boxes were all in here. And we were like, you know what? Why don't we just turn this into the little pop room office area? And, you know, get a desktop computer, get everything set up in here. That way, the the acoustics aren't as bad as they were before.
Mhm.
They're a lot better now. Got a new mic set up. And I was testing that mic a couple live streams ago, and after I went back and watched it, in the live stream they were saying that they liked the mic from the webcam better, but I happen to like it better from the standalone mic that I've got, the studio mic. So I think that one it sounds a lot more natural instead of really bold and loud.
Is your mic like it reaches far or no?
Yeah, it's got. Let's see here if I can. This may be a. So I've got the studio mic set up. It's on
That's a nice mic.
And so for anybody that hasn't seen I haven't showed off the sticker door yet.
Oh,
everybody's
sticker. Thank you. I don't. Oh, you don't have my. I have.
I do not have your sticker.
Look, I just made a new one. So I have to send it to all the channels.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to get me one.
The chase one still, I need to make the chase one. Because I'm going to try to do the holographic for the chase.
Let's see if I can get that to stay.
It crashing down,
And here's my little office area, where I work on my, reading and studying and stuff. So I had moved all my books out of here. And I was like, you know what? They're bound to know that I read sometimes.
Right.
So, leave my books back there and my stuff.
I very foolishly thought that all of the pops would fit in here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that.
Well, if we turned them all sideways, but they would still probably have, some of them would have to be stacked like 2 rows deep. But
I don't want them stacked. I want them out where we can see them. What's the point of having them if I can't see them?
Yeah, that's the issue I'm having now because I can't even remember what I have because you're at 3 in a row, so I can't remember what's on the back.
Yeah, I would rearrange the shelf every so often. I'd take some out from the back and put them up front just to kind of rotate them. After a while, I got tired of that, so I just left it alone.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
And I have that whole wall. This is a big room. There is a space for the kids to play there. There's a TV. So there's that whole wall that I can do something, but I have no time.
Right. I feel you there.
Yeah.
We were even talking about putting shelves up along the top of the wall all the way around the room just to set
that's what I did.
As well.
Where we used to have a little office and then we made a room for our daughter. It's all around the ceiling, close to the ceiling, just the size of the pop. And he was supposed to make it here too, because this is a huge room. But I'm still waiting.
Eventually.
Hello, Ian Wrestling King. How are you? Kenneth Bird, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, Kenneth Bird.
Anybody else? I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's all that's popped in here since then. So on the coattails of this live stream with doing the interview with you, we were also doing the Road to 400. If I get to 400 tonight by the end of this, then I will do a giveaway tonight.
Oh, wow.
So I have moderators. I'm not sure. Let me see here. I can pull this up and see who I've got moderating and who I don't have moderating. I've got several moderators in here now. So if my moderators would link the channel and let's share it. Share it on Instagram. Do what you got to do. Let's get 14. I'm 14. But other than that, let's get this thing started. Hello, Cherie. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Cherie.
So, we got some questions here. I have been all the questions that I had whenever I had wrote them down to do the one with Mama J.
Hey, Tylock.
It went missing. Hey, Tylock, what's up, brother? that whole list went missing. So I had to try to rethink of everything that I had done, and I put it. I stored them away in my handy dandy Power Rangers notebook.
Oh, nice. That's
So all I've got to do is look for the Power Rangers, and I've got my questions. So for anybody who doesn't know Geeky Mama Bear, Geeky Mama Bear, wow, I'm stumbling over my words already tonight. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Brazil. I came to the U.S. when I was 21. Did not speak English at all. I understood a little bit.
You speak very well English now. I mean,
that's the one thing that most people don't understand. If you're born in America, you don't have to speak to have a nice, well grammar, great English. But if you're born anywhere else, that people will pick at you for every single little mistake. So you end up studying a lot. So that's what I did. And I used to work as a babysitter. So kids, they don't care. They will tell you, why are you saying it this way? Why are you saying that's not how you say this? You're funny. So that's mostly like I started learning how to pronounce words. The sounds are very different. The letter I in Portuguese sounds like E. So we make that mistake a lot. Like right. Mistake, I would say mistake because the I sounds like E. So you start learning a little bit here, a little bit there. And I was on a mission. In 3 months, I was working as a drive-through. Oh, I speak terrible.
Tyler says he speaks terrible English.
Yeah, in 3 months, I was working at Burger King on the drive-through, so it was okay. So when I came here, I was just to learn English, but then I stayed, and then I stayed, and then I stayed, and then I met my husband. I was about to leave when I met my husband.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, yeah. So I have 3 kids. 8. My daughter is 8. Her name's Kylie. Noah is 6. I think most people know Noah now. And Micah's 3, about to turn 4.
Awesome.
They're crazy.
Most kids are.
We get that.
Yeah. I mean, our 4. Whenever they're all here together, it's a madhouse.
Never
I can imagine. And I try to limit TV, and that makes me crazy. Sometimes I'm like, here, TV, babysit these kids for me. What else? I've always collected ever since I was 5 years old. I would collect rocks. I would collect anything, soda cans. In Brazil, you don't get a lot of international cans, so I would collect those. So I was always collecting everything.
I've been a collector ever since I was a kid too. My dad started me on baseball cards and basketball cards, football cards, stuff like that, and it progressed into figurines like the starting lineup figurines that had to do with baseball and basketball and football and all that.
Okay.
And it progressed from there. I mean, various things over the years. I've been a collector of video games and comic books and trading cards, and it's you name it, I've probably collected it.
Oh yeah, me too. My sister has
figures before it was a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. My sister has a lot of my collections stored. I'm like, just give it to other kids, or don't worry about it. Like calling cards. You used to put coins, and then they came out with calling cards.
Right.
And in Brazil, they had like amazing ones with pictures of places or funny things. So I started collecting those. So I think I have 200 of those. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Similar to that, I was collecting GameStop gift cards for a while because of all the like Mario and everything else.
Yeah.
So, hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Andrew Weeble. Let's see who else has popped in.
Andrew.
Elizabeth, this is a some sort of an attempt to grow a beard. That's what's on my face. It's a work in progress. I've never tried to grow one before, so this is a venture down a new path. I like it. She likes it. It's a work in progress.
Oh, if you want to know one thing, I'm all about nerd stuff and geek stuff, but I was a jock. Like I used to play every single sport ever, even soccer. And my brother was the comic nerd, and I used to call him a nerd all the time. Like, stop being a nerd. I used to go to play with the kids on the street, and he used to stay home and read comic books, and the kids would make fun of him. And I'm like, yeah, he's a nerd. Nerd. And I'm like, now he's getting rid of his collection, which is amazing. And I'm like, can you send them to me? Like, who's a nerd now?
Hey, Sean, what's up, my brother?
Hey, Sean.
All right, so we got that. Let's see here. What started you on your road into the Funko community?
Well, I started collecting Funko Pops when they came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just thought they were so cool because I like weird things, and I thought they were so weird and so cool at the same time. And the fact that they had everything, even back then, because I have collections that most people want because I started back then, like Thundercats, like
Right.
Masters of the Universe, The Wizard of Oz, and I started just buying everything. But I did not understand at the time about exclusives, so I only bought the common ones.
Right.
And I didn't even know you could buy from different stores. So my go-to was always Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So I passed on a lot of pops because Amazon tends to be a lot of money sometimes.
Right.
You can find cheaper somewhere, but for some reason they just go up. So, and that's one of the reasons I started collecting pops. And what? It started 2011. About 2014, I had my second kid, and I had to stay home. So we were down one income, and I was like, okay, I have to stop with the Funko Pops.
Right.
And I stopped until December of 2019 was when I went back to collecting. And I always watched the videos, the big guys, Top Pops, and I was like, I can do this. This is fun. It's something I would love to do. And one of my first videos, I explained why I was doing this. I don't have a lot of people in my life here in the US who are nerds and geeks for these types of things.
Right.
So every time a friend come over, they don't want to talk about my collection. They don't care.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like, look at this. This is awesome. And they're looking the other way.
Right.
They're paying attention to a different conversation. They don't care. So I was like, I have to find people who actually want to see these,
Yeah.
So I just decided to start.
I remember when the Funko Pop started coming out in 2011. I was one of those that at the time, I didn't think anything of it. In fact, I was like, I didn't really think they were all that great back then. So I actually kind of ridiculed them. And,
you did?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, these things are going to be like the Beanie Babies. They're not going to last long. It's just a fad. I'm not going to collect these things. And then here it is, freaking, let's see here, was 7 years later, here I am collecting them.
Yeah.
And I've been collecting since 2018. So yeah, it's been a while. It's in the short time that I've been collecting, it's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of great people.
Mama J said stupid plastic toy that you can't even play with.
Right.
That's what my kids think. They're like, I gave it to them, and they're like, at first they took it out of the box. Let's play with this, and they're like, This is not fun. Can you put it on the box and put it on the shelf for us? So they're collecting. They're not playing with it.
So, her son loves Toy Story, and so we actually bought him his first pop. We bought a Woody, but we bought two of them because we knew that he was going to want to take it out of the box and play with it. So it was just the recent release of Woody with the lasso, and it's not a very expensive common. So we're like, you know what? We'll put one on the shelf. We'll let him play with one. He's happy. We're happy. It's all good.
Oh yeah. Noah decided he wants all the games ones, the pop games. So any pop games I get goes to his room.
Right.
But he wants just to look at it, just like me. And I'm like, oh, you're such a good kid. Because it hurt me so badly when he took it out of the box. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they ruined the box. Not that you cannot take it out of the boxes. I make it a point to take mine out of the box to look at them. But I was like, can you put it back in the box once you're done?
The only ones we have really taken out of the box, we took the Pop Around the World. We took those out of the box just to get the pins out so we could put them in the passport book. There's only been a few that we've actually taken out of box and looked at and you know, to take note of all the detail that they put in it.
The scented ones.
Yeah, the scented ones. Yeah, we've taken those out. But,
I just found out there is a Stinkor from Masters of the Universe that is scented. I wonder what it smells like.
I don't want to know. What's up, Tony? How you doing, brother? Darian, how you doing?
I think the other day, the Sinden, he made a post about one of the pops, and I was like, that's why you take it out of the box, because the pop in the back of the head had the whole tattoo, and if you don't take it out, you don't see it.
Yeah.
You know, the other one, the Triclops, Masters of the Universe. Right. You have to take it out of the box to see the other faces, or else you can't see it.
Yeah, and it's like the
smells like skunk. Okay.
It's like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. You have to take him out of the box, twist his head around to get the other face.
Yeah.
And I will get one of those one day, and I'm gonna make a video and tag Lori in it because I know how much she just despises that. It makes her cringe so much.
Taken out of the box?
Yeah.
Same with the nerd bar. You don't take it out of the box. And sometimes I take it out of the box and I say, here, this is for you, the nerd bar.
So do you remember what your first Funko Pop was?
The Thing.
From Fantastic Four?
Yes, but it's not that he was my favorite. I ordered many of them. I think the Marvel line, I started just getting them. Red Hulk, whatever. But that was the first one that I grabbed in my hand, and I was like, cool. So
awesome.
I think that was the first delivered to the house.
Gotcha. Do you have any crazy wild hunt stories, like when you're out looking for them in the wild or anything? Any crazy stories that might pop out? That
I don't usually go on crazy hunts because I always have my kids with me. So it's hard to, drag around 3 kids, especially now. So I don't really have many, stories about. Oh, I do have one. It was for the Futura Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
I needed 2 because what I do, some people are going to get mad at me, but I have to do that sometimes. I sometimes get 2 and I'll sell for a little bit and it helps me to pay for mine.
Right.
So I needed 2 and I had my kids with me, but the manager at my store, he is a little prick. And I said, listen, I need 2. And he's like, no, it's you can only get 1. And I was like, listen, it's 1 for me and 1 for my kids. And he's like, no, it's one per household. I'm like, seriously? So I was about to leave, and then I saw this Hispanic guy, and I was like, Hispanic people are awesome. Hey, sir, can you do me a favor? And he was like, sure. Can you buy one of those for me? And he's like, sure. So I gave him my card, and I was like, he went and bought it from me.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
And the manager was just so mad. He was like, son of a...
You beat the system, bro.
So that's like the only story that I have.
Awesome.
At least you got what you wanted.
Oh yeah.
And we haven't had that problem at the Target where we get stuff from. They didn't have the Boba Fett's out, and what else was it? What else did I have to ask for? There was something else around that same time, and I had to ask for multiple. I asked for 2 of each, and
Mhm.
the lady went back there, and they had them put in the back because I was like, I had them brought up on the app, and it said that they were in stock at the store, and I walked all around the electronics area through the toys, and I was like, I don't see them anywhere. So I went to the desk, asked the lady, I was like, do you have these anywhere? They say they're here. Do you have them behind the counter? She's like, give me just a minute. Let me go check in the back. And they had them all put back there in the back.
Yeah, they do that a lot. I don't trust the Pop Finder Forever store, but for Target, it's spot on. If it says they have it, they have it. It was the same
I've
thing.
never tried using the Pop Finder thing. This
Yeah.
was the Target app that said they were.
Oh, okay. But Pop Finder, it's always accurate for Target because when the Stormtrooper, the R2D2, and I think another one came out on the same day, I went to the store and they said, no, we don't have it. And there was another guy with Pop Finder open, and he's like, no, you have it. Go check in the back. And I was like, for sure you have it. They went back, they found it, and then it was the Boba Fett. I think it was the big Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need the Boba Fett. And she's like, no, we don't have it. And I was like, go back because you do.
Yeah, our Target
Came back with 3 of them. So I was like, okay, it's accurate.
What was it? It was
the
flock bullseye. I sent her one day before work, and I was like, I need these. I need this pop. Get me 2 of them. And she went there. She didn't see it out on the floor, and she went sweet.
I flagged down a young guy. I was like, hey, baby, we just started dating, so I'm like, I've got to get on his good side here. Come on, help me out here.
So you got a wide range of pops now, from commons to exclusive to chases. Do you remember your first chase?
I think it was my first chase, number 5, just now. I had the subscription for Pop in a Box, and I would never think they would send me a chase, So I opened the box, and it's the Umbrella number 5 chase in the subscription box, and I was like, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was my first one.
I recently canceled my Pop in a Box subscription. I got tired of it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the mystery box thing for a while.
Yeah, I don't know if they heard me. I'm not, saying that I'm a big YouTuber, but my last video said I was done. I did cancel my order with them. I was done, and then I received another box from them. Huge. So I still need to make a video. They didn't charge me for it.
Oh wow!
So I don't know what happened, if they made a mistake, or I think I got lucky. I think they shipped it out and then I canceled. I don't know. So I do have a video for Pop in the Box.
Very sweet. Very, very sweet.
2 boys. The cops chased him. Good one, Eric. Good one. And I found what was the troll chase? But I think everybody's finding that one. The
Yeah.
branch troll chase.
I've only seen the branch. Where I think I saw one at Target. And they didn't have any chases. Our Walmart, if we get any, it's going to be another 2 or 3 months before we get them in our store. We just got in this last wave of venomized Marvel Pops.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't think we were going to get in any at all. So I went ahead and bought the venomized Spider-Man Walmart exclusive from Fritzy, and then a couple weeks or a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I went in our Walmart and there it was.
Yeah, I never trust my Walmart. They never have anything. And then because what I think about my Walmart, the people who work there, especially at the pop area, they know about Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they get everything.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, one of the Deadpool, the gold Deadpool 10-inch, showed up as in stock. So I ran there. Like crazy. And I go up to him and I say, listen, it's showing that you have in stock. It wasn't showing before, so maybe they found one and put it in stock. And he's like, oh, believe me, if that was here, I would know. And I was like, oh, yeah, if it was here, you would have bought it, right? And he's like, for sure. So, and all of a sudden you see like 2 or 3 of the child. What happened to the other ones, Because I go there almost every day. And then all of a sudden you will see one here, one there. So, yeah. I found a different target now. So, better manager.
We've got a few collectors in town. I don't think there really is a lot here where we live at. I know at GameStop, I'm really good friends with the manager, and she says it's you, your brother-in-law, and some other guy that comes in here and is looking for pops whenever they're supposed to be released.
Yeah.
Because we mainly keep up with, we're the ones that keep up with it. She says every once in a while we'll have some that come in here and we'll buy a few here and there, but you three are like our 3 top people.
Yeah, but I think here, the town I live in, because we tried to get a house and pay for it down, like paid. So for us to do that, we had to move to a town that's a little poorer, like on the poor side. So a lot of people will find ways to make money.
Right.
So if they figure out that they can make money with Funko Pops, they will get the Funko Pops. So I tried to go to different towns to find the Pops sometimes.
We do that from time to time. We'll go down to Jacksonville, Florida. There's a couple towns around that are close to us that have shops that we don't have. So, and then we have a video game store that sells pops. So sometimes I can pick up some good stuff from there. That's where I picked up my Beyond the Wall Jon Snow and my Chase John Wick.
Oh, wow.
And got really lucky with the Chase John Wick. And he didn't know what he had.
Yeah, I don't have that. I have a small store that they have like older pop, but he knows the value. So he usually puts above the value.
We just don't have very many places around here.
Yeah.
We have to go out of town.
Right. Yeah, we have.
But boy, when we do go out of town, we go crazy.
Oh God, yeah. We'll come back and our trunk will be full of pops.
Oh my gosh, we went to Florida and we drove. Just mind me, we went on a Prius with 3 kids. The Prius, because we needed the Prius because the trunk is so huge. You wouldn't know that it's so huge, but it is. But when we came back, we went to Disney. So I bought pops at Disney. I bought stuff at everywhere I could find. But then I couldn't fit it in the car. And I was like, what am I going to do? And I cannot mess up the boxes. So I know all about that.
It's like, here, kid, hold this.
Yeah, all this
This
for,
beef too.
for this 24-hour drive. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. And right now I'm in the process of, thinning even more down because I have to focus on a few collections. Just now, there's like a bunch of Masters of the Universe coming out, a whole line of The Office. So I might like get rid of most of the Disney, the rest of the DC.
Well, send some Disney my way.
I can do that for sure.
We'll strike up the deal.
Mama J, Prius just because we spent little on gas. That's our best friend. She's making fun of the Prius.
I drive roughly 3 hours round trip to commute to work, so something cheap on gas is much a necessity.
Oh yeah, and when you're driving like from Connecticut to Florida, you want something that
Oh yeah,
it's economic.
So, what is your most sentimental pop? Do you have one that's?
I tried to think of that a few times, but I don't know because there are pops like if you're running out of the house and you have to grab it, I wouldn't be able to grab just one. I would want to get like my Doctor Who, all the Doctor Who and the Masters of the Universe. And that's funny because everybody thinks Star Wars is my favorite. Star Wars is too many pop.
Right. Yeah.
So I can't even look at them and be like, wow, that's my favorite. Actually, my favorite is
Star Wars.
Young Anakin. Like a $5 pop. But I would have to grab most of them. So I don't really have a sentimental one.
Comida, presentes.
Okay.
maybe we should start Funko Pop insurance. Like if your house catches on fire.
Oh no, I told my husband because we just switched our house insurance, and I was like, maybe we should get insurance for the Funko Pops. He's like, nope.
I would.
Nope.
He's like, if we burn, it's just melted plastic now.
He's like, let it burn.
Wow.
Oh man, but it's crazy.
Let's see here. Or what's your favorite line of pop that you collect right now? Like
Well, Doctor Who, but Doctor Who, they don't come out with new ones. They haven't come out with new ones for a long time. So I would say Masters of the Universe. Especially because they're coming out with a bunch now.
In the newer wave of the Masters of the Universe, the only ones I really wanted was the He-Man on Battle Cat.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah, and because I grew up with Masters of the Universe, but I'm not like vested into it like a lot of people are.
Oh, I love it.
So I would only really want like just a Skeletor and a He-Man, but I definitely want the He-Man on the Battle Cat.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't there one with Skeletor on his little Panther thing? I think.
I don't know. I think there's a 10-inch He-Man Skeletor, but I do like not all of them, but I feel like I should get all of them. But what I want is Adam. I think it's the coolest one from that wave. There was another one, but from I think all of the villains that I remember are in the first wave.
Yeah, the first wave did have quite a bit of villains in it. I do remember that.
That's a bang noise.
Yeah.
I make that
Okay.
Any hobbies outside of Funko Pops that you have?
No, I do collect many things. I collect comic books, Hot Wheels, Legos, many things. too many things. That's one of the reasons I'm
I
trying to.
definitely love Legos.
I'm trying to focus the collection because of that, because it's a lot. Even the comic books, and now I do Deadpool and Spider-Man. I didn't used to collect Spider-Man Funko Pops, but now because of the comic books, I need the Spider-Man Funko Pops. but then I'm getting rid of Batman and Jokers and stuff.
So maybe you can answer this question for me, because I don't have a comic book store around here. The video game store that I have, the comic books that they have are older stuff.
Okay.
So with the new wave of the Venomized Pop, with Maximum Venom, is that a comic book storyline or?
The zombies and the Venom, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what was up with
I
that.
did not know about the zombies. And to be honest, when they first came out, and I was like, what is this? Funko's just making up stories now? Just
Right.
Funko Pops. But then I learned that they had a run of Marvel zombies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't know anything about that. So
Yeah. And there was a pop. I have the comic book here. The Spider Ham, which is
Right.
Spider-Man as a pig.
Yeah. Very nice.
So now I need Spider Ham. But I can't find him in a good price. I don't want to pay more than $20. I'm cheap, as everybody.
In fact, after this live stream is done, I've got to send Sean Ryan some money because he has something that I want.
What does he have that you want?
He put a video up today, and he pulled a autographed Jason Power Ranger, the Red Ranger.
Oh.
It's autographed by Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger, and I've got a Jason pop over there, but it's not autographed, and I've got a metallic Red Ranger that's autographed by the second Red Ranger, Rocky.
Oh wow!
So I need the unmasked Jason signed by Austin St. John.
You see, I was never into Power Rangers. Do you guys remember Jaspion? Jaspion?
Uh-uh.
It was big in Brazil, and it was just one guy. It was same type as Power Rangers, but it was just one guy. So that was the one that I remember. I do remember Power Rangers, but I was never like a fan of.
The only one that I remember that was just one guy, other than Ultraman, that came out around the same time as Power Rangers, was it was called Masked Rider.
Max Rider? No, I can't remember that.
His everything was like bug related. His helmet looked like a big bug head with antennas.
Oh wow!
He rode a motorcycle that it was a bug that morphed into a motorcycle. So it was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and I think we start collecting. Like I started collecting, and I wanted everything without thinking. I'm not rich. I can't buy everything. You know.
That's been kind of my frame of mind here lately. Like I can't get everything that I want. I want it bad.
Yeah.
You can ask her. There's been many a time where I've built a shopping cart for Hot Topic or Box Lunch or Amazon, and be like, I need to weed this down some because it's just way too much money.
So now I'm thinking I'm collecting what brings me nostalgia and what I really love. Like The Office is a show that I love. Parks and Rec. I love Parks and Rec. Don't have any pops. Love that show. So I'm like, I don't really love Batman and Joker. I think Joker is really cool, but it's not something that I really love. So do I need it? No. I would prefer to have the Parks and Rec ones.
I have I'm big into Joker and Harley Quinn. So
yeah,
I love the Joker pops. I love the Harley Quinn pops. I've been a big fan of Batman ever since I was little. But the Batman pops, I limit what I buy. I don't go out and buy every single one of them. Now, the newer one where they made the pops from the story arc, the Nightfall. I think it's Nightfall or something like that. It was basically a Justice League of all Batmen from different universes, and
Okay.
you got what was it? The Red Death, the Batman Who Laughs,
You see, that's the Joker. Chasing Pop said something about the 1989 Joker chase. If I'm getting rid of everything, I will keep the Heath Ledger Joker and the Jack Nicholson Joker. Those I would keep.
Yeah, I've got a couple of the 1989 Jokers coming in from Funko Shop,
Yeah.
and hoping to possibly pull a chase. If not, I'm glad I've got at least one of the Jokers.
Yeah, I just have the comment, but I'm fine with that. You learn to accept things.
Right. And I've got the penny.
Every time you try to get something, you just get destroyed. Your whole happiness goes away when you're like, I didn't get it. So I'm learning to just okay, whatever.
I've done chase roulette one time, and I busted. I tried to get the Kid Flash chase. And the thing about it was, I just thought it was a really cool, really cool pop. Not that I follow Flash or even the show Flash. It's just something I thought was really cool, so I wanted it in the collection. And now I've got some extra Kid Flash pops, but I'll move them eventually.
And I don't even think that's from the show. The Kid Flash from the show, he's African American.
Oh, okay.
I love the shows. That's the funny thing. I have characters that I prefer in the comics, characters I prefer in the movies. Like my favorite in the movies is Iron Man. I don't really care for Spider-Man movies, which is funny.
I love the Spider-Man movies.
And in the shows, I prefer the DC ones. Like I watch all of the DC shows. So it differs when you start reading the comics and
I watched the first 2 seasons of Arrow and just kind of fell off with it. And then I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons of Supergirl. Never really got into Flash. But
I like the Flash. But that's the thing. When you start watching the DC shows, you have to watch every single one of them. Because
right.
then they all together. And then you're like, what's going on here?
Right. And that was one of the reasons why I found it interesting with Supergirl and the Flash. And I did go and watch some of those episodes where the crossovers were tying in. I would just kind of watch those episodes, but I thought that was really, really interesting that they did that.
My problem is I don't have enough time to watch TV.
Oh, you know what I do? Makes my husband crazy. You will never see me just sitting down on the couch and watching a show. Never. I have it on the background here, and I'm working on the computer, and that's how I do it. But lately, what I have is YouTube videos.
Well, she gets home in the evening time, and after we get the kids fed and settled down, we try to watch something together, either an episode from a show or a movie. We'll try that every once in a while, but sometimes we can't even really do that because you're so busy with the kids, and by the time you get them put down to sleep at night, it's time for us to go to bed.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes I'll even go to bed before her because I've got to be up early. I'm always up before her.
I sleep very little.
Yeah.
Like 2 a.m. is the time that I go to bed usually. So that's when I watch, because when you have kids, you're all day cleaning, doing stuff, working, and helping with homework, and trying to get them not to get killed doing something.
Right.
So I put them to bed, and then I sit down and do my stuff. My husband wakes up very early, so he goes to bed early.
Yeah, I have to be up around 5:30 every morning to get ready.
Sometimes 3.
Yeah, sometimes like tomorrow or not tomorrow, Sunday night, I'll have to go to bed around 8:30 because I've got to do a long haul on Monday morning. I got to get up around 3:30 because I've got to be in my truck and rolling at 4:15.
Yeah, that must be hard.
It can be rough at times, but you got to do what you got to do to get the bills paid.
Oh yeah, and I haven't been working for the last 2 months, and it's funny. I've been working more now because I work from home. Work for a company. I'm a sales rep, and I work administrating everything with the workers and everything. But we haven't been able to work for the past 2 months. So I think I work more now because the kids are home. So I work more now. You know,
she was out of work for a month. She just a few weeks ago started back
for a month.
Has it been a month now?
Yeah. And because I'm on a 1099, so I never knew if I could apply for unemployment.
Right.
And I just found out that I can. I was like, oh, great. 2 months I haven't been paid. I could have applied for this for a long time.
They may back pay you, though.
Oh, they do? Okay, that would be awesome. Yeah. But it's hard.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, because during that month that she was here, she had the kids every day, and I could tell that the stress that she was under at work, I could see it all on her face here too. So I mean,
I think my neighbors don't even care that I yell anymore. I think they're like, "Oh, it's Juliana yelling at the kids."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Before should we call the cops on them? It's a lot of noise going on there. I think they're killing somebody over there. Now,
They know already.
Kids are doing something. Juliana's she's handling business. That's all it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bringing down the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they don't listen. Like you can say like, "Hey, can you do this?" Noah, when he's focused on something, you can call him 1,000 times. He won't listen to what you're saying.
And the thing is, you ask them nicely like 10 times, and they don't listen to you. But when you just go bat crazy and scream, then everybody just falls right into line.
I know. And Kylie, she's 8, but I can swear to you, she's a teenager. She's a teenager. All right. Because she will talk back and then, why now? Can you just wait? I'll do it. Hold on a second. I'm like, come on, seriously? and then I start yelling, and the neighbors are like, oh, okay, she's bringing down the hammer now. Yeah.
So we have 14 people in chat right now. I kind of want to turn this over to them, let them ask some questions.
Yeah.
That's one thing I haven't done in the past with this segment is involve the chat like I really want to. So if any of you guys in chat have something that you want to ask Geeky Mama Bear, feel free to ask it now. I'll pop the question up on the screen, and we'll see what kind of answers we get. Don't be shy. There are now 13 of you now.
Oh, Mama, I send the teachers gifts at least 3-4 gifts every year, and now they're gonna get more because now I know. And at one point, I was planning on homeschooling them. I was like, with the shootings and stuff, and I was like, maybe I should homeschool. Nope. I'll pray for you that God will protect you and go.
Wish them the best of luck every day at school.
Yes.
If you hear something, run the opposite direction.
Right.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Mama J, we were talking about how the boys, they're crazy, Micah will do crazy stunts just because he wants to see what happens. He was on the deck and he was going to go down the stairs with his bike the other day. And he literally, that's why she said, hold my pigs in a blanket. He was holding his pigs in a blanket, and he's like, here, mommy, hold this. He took his bike and he was gonna go. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? Of course, my daughter was like, ooh, mommy sent help. But Noah, he does it to show off to girls already. He's 6.
They learn early.
And he's like, mommy, girls pay attention when you're doing this.
Oh,
And today I posted a video, but the one before was crazy because we have a little roller coaster thing that there's a little car.
Mhm.
He let that thing go and then he jumped in. The thing was going down and he jumped in, and like for I don't know how he did it. He was supposed to hit his head on the floor or something.
wow.
But he was bored. He was trying, to
Here's
kill
a
the
good question. Rashawn, what's the one line of pops you started collecting that you didn't think you would?
I think Wizard of Oz. Because I love Wizard of Oz, but I didn't think it would be like, I need those, I think I actually just started because they were so cheap at the time. So I didn't care, and I thought that I would be able to buy every single one of them. Little did I know. So that was the line, probably.
I don't know what line it would be for me that.
The Walking Dead. You said you wouldn't collect The Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah.
And they-
She loves the Walking Dead pops, so yeah, I didn't think that I would be collecting Walking Dead pops, but here we are, and the collection is starting to grow. I think actually there's another one that I didn't think that I would start collecting because I love the show. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the show, but I didn't think that I was going to start collecting Game of Thrones because by the time I started collecting, there were so many of them that I didn't think that it was going to be something that I would get into as far as collecting that line. And I picked up my first Game of Thrones pop was Daenerys.
Okay.
I picked it up from Walmart, and then I picked up some other stuff from the video game shop that I was telling you about. And now I've got the Jon Snow Beyond the Wall, so that's like my big pop from that line. And then I picked up the 3-pack of the dragons from.
I didn't get that one. Well, I love Game of Thrones, and that's one line that I would like to finish one day. But when the show started going bad, I stopped buying the pops. I was like, nope, I'm done. And I regret doing that.
There were a lot of people that talked negatively about how the direction that the show was going, and I'm like that about a lot of things. I just take it for the sheer enjoyment, the action that they put into it. Things have got to progress. At some point, you can't just drag a story out because then you're just going to get bored with it.
Yeah.
So, and they knew that they had to wrap filming up, and that they weren't going to get picked up for any more seasons. So, I see why they rushed that last season like they did, but
they were spending a lot of money on that show too.
Do I now?
They were spending a lot of money on that show.
Yeah.
So, and I wish they waited for the book, and that's my only assurance that I will get a different ending once he finishes the book. But can you imagine? They would have been waiting for a long time for the new book. So, but you talked about The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was the one line that I thought I would never get rid of, and I did. No regrets. Because the show, I will finish one day, but it's not something that I need to like right now.
Do you collect any anime pops?
Well, I have a couple of My Hero because I started watching the show, but I don't think it's going to be a line that I'm going to be collecting. If I get it in mystery boxes, I'll keep it. But if I find like a $5 one, I'll get it. But I'm not going out to get the expensive ones or.
Right. I'm not going to pay double value for like Master Choco or Tenya just to be able to have it in my collection. If I come across it for a good price, then I'm going to buy it, even if I am paying $200 for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pay more than PPG.
Yeah, listen, I have a thing that I don't pay more than. I think the most I paid for a pop was $35. I will show it one day because it was just a little while ago. It's one that I really wanted. But always in the back of my mind, I have Beanie Babies. It will always be there.
Yeah.
So when I'm buying a pop, I'm like, what if I paid this much and it's worth $5 in the future?
Right.
So
There's
I don't mind don't having it in my collection.
the value on these things that I don't think that they're going to be as high as they are for forever. And they're eventually going to plummet, and people are going to sell. It's kind of like the stock market. We play stock market with plastic toys. You buy one, you buy low and hope that it grows in value, and you sell high and hope that you could pick it up later on down the road again or something if you really want it. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Now, I'm gonna say something people might get mad at me, but if Funko lost all the value today, 90% of the people would stop collecting.
Probably, yeah.
I would not. I would love it.
Right, I would too, because then I'd definitely be picking up a lot of stuff.
That I want. I would be able to get all that I want. At some point, you don't have to run, go crazy. Some people, like, I got mad at Dr. Applesauce because he said that. That's the fun of collecting. And I was like, no, it's not fun when you have to run and buy it today or else you're never going to buy it.
Right.
So for me, it's fine if I have to wait to get something. I don't have to get it right away. But with Funko Pops, you have to. Because if you don't, you don't have money to pay for it later.
Right. Thank you, McDork's Pops. Yeah, I love this. I love the Harley Quinn poster too.
You're welcome.
Yeah, gotta thank her for that.
Had to have it,
Yeah, and I think collecting. Of course, some people like for to show off their expensive pops, but I don't. Like, I got this thing. This thing was like $5. Look at this. This is He-Man's little car.
Right.
I can't remember the name. So I thought that was so cool. Nobody cares, right? But I do. And this one, this is the Lion-O car.
Yeah, the Thunder Tank.
Yes, Thunder Tank. Yes. There you go.
Yeah, Thundercats is a show that I will always love, and I want to collect the pops. I don't have the money for them.
Yeah, see,
even the commons, even like Panthro and Chitara and Tigra.
And funny thing, I had Panthro. I can't find it anywhere.
Wow.
I can't find it anywhere because I had the whole first wave. Can't find it. I don't know. I keep thinking one of my kids ruined it and just threw it out because they do that. When they ruin something, they just throw it out.
Gosh, I'll never know.
That needs to be a pop though. It needs to be a pop ride. Either Panthro in the Thunder Tank or Lion-O in the Thunder Tank.
Oh yeah.
That definitely needs to be a pop ride. So is there anything that isn't out as far as like something that you would want to see made into a pop?
I would love for them to do some movie moments of Doctor Who. That I would certainly get. But because it's not, I know there's a huge following, but not as big as other fandoms.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one single episode of Doctor Who. My niece loves Doctor Who. And I did see a TARDIS pop one time.
Yeah, I had 2 TARDIS. There are 3 different ones. There's a materializing the artist. There is the regular one. There's one that's a memorial to one of the characters that she died.
Mm-hmm.
They made a memorial on the show, and so they have that one.
Oh, wow.
I would totally, and there's so many characters they could have done. So many characters, and it's a great show, but it's not for everyone. You know, I did have to watch 2 or 3 episodes to be really into it, but it's an amazing show. Like, I learned so much, like life lessons. It's amazing. And most people are like, oh, it's not even well made, but it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way.
It's like I used to watch Quantum Leap back in the day. It's kind of
Yeah.
I would, you know, compare the two because there were life lessons taught and all that. And
Oh yeah, there was an episode that they went back to when Rosa Parks
right.
stay seated,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like such a powerful episode. And they were in the bus with her, so they had to stand up. They had to tell her to stand up, and so it was an amazing episode. So those things are like what draws me to the show. My husband likes really well made things. Like, he will pick little things like editing issues. I don't care. He will be like, did you see that the shirt was this way and then was this way and then was this way again? Who cares?
I critique movies like that.
Yeah.
In fact, we were watching 24 the other night, and I did that. There was one of the characters, she had some blood on her face or on her nose or something in one scene, and then the next scene that was gone, and then the next scene it was right back there again. I'm like, did you notice that? Did you see that?
Oh, my husband, he notices everything. And then that show will lose a little bit of credibility to him in the movie or whatever. So I don't care, you know. I know I learn a lot from it. You can learn a lot from every single show you watch.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons that I love TV and movies. But I think everyone takes away whatever they want. And I am going to do some talk about characters. You know, I'm going to show pop and talk about a character, especially in Doctor Who. Mm-hmm. But I want to be able to show pieces of the show so people can understand, you know. But we'll see, because I tried the other day. I tried to put a clip of The Office, and YouTube, like, right away. Down, like, it was like 2 seconds.
Well, you know, if you alter the video a little bit, you can flip it, or speed it up a little bit, or I think
if you have to flip it and you have to make it smaller. If you put it full screen, they will take it down right away. Yeah. But then I was like, the video is up. All they want me to do is to remove that clip. They can cut it right away. Right. So I was like, okay, let them cut it and whatever.
I've had two or three copyright claims on my videos, and it's just because of music that I used in them. But I'm not monetized anyway, so I'm not really all that worried about it.
Yeah.
If I'm monetized, I'd be like, okay, I'll take it out. You know.
Yeah. But I would tell everyone, go watch Doctor Who. It's an amazing show. It's like, you have to really pay attention to understand. He goes to the future, he comes back, he goes to the past. You know, one of the first episodes, he goes to the last day. Earth is ending. So it's really amazing. And it's funny, there's the last human, and she's pure skin. She's just skin. Because we tend to, you know, plastic surgeries, we stretch so much.
Right.
So she is like just a skin stretched out. So Cassandra. So it's pretty like, you can laugh and cry and be mad with the show. So those are the things that I look in the show. And my husband loves horror. I like things that make you laugh. Moisturize me. Yeah, that's what she says, because she has no moisture in her skin. So she has people spraying her all the time. So she says, moisturize me.
Wow.
So it's a pretty cool show.
Yeah, horror is my favorite genre. I absolutely love the horror movies. If a TV show has a horror theme background to it, I'm all into it. And actually, I'm one of those that the cheesier the horror, the better.
Oh, those are the awesome ones.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
I love horror in the sense like Freddy Krueger, Chucky,
Right.
those types of horror. But I do have anxiety. So listen, I started watching The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. But I will go soon. I would start watching an episode, and then I would pause in the middle and watch some comedy. And then I would come back to the show. And then I found out there was a website where you can see which characters are alive and which characters already died or they disappeared. And they're pretty good about, updating the website. So I would wait until the episode was done. I would check who died. And then I would watch it, because then I knew who was going to die on the episode.
Are you caught up to date with your Walking Dead stuff?
No.
No?
I
was gonna ask you what your thoughts were on Rick not being there anymore.
Yeah, I stopped right when Rick disappeared or died, or I don't know.
Went away on the helicopter.
Yeah, but I kind of start losing interest with the death of Glenn. I thought it was too much.
Yeah.
That was a pretty rough episode. I will have to admit.
Too much for me. Like, it was too much. They didn't have to be so graphic. It was not that graphic in the comics. And it's very different than the comics anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, on that scene in the comics, there were Negan is supposed to chop Carl's hand off on that scene. They never did. So I will go back to watching it at some point. But right now I'm trying to watch some comedies. There are too many bad things going on in the world, so I need some comedies.
Right, yeah. With everything that's going on today in society, it's nice to be able to have something to fall back on as far as comedies and those things that you enjoy, that you can kind of unwind or escape the actual reality. That's the reason why I love the Funko community so much.
Yeah.
Because you take this and it's an escape from the real world. We hang out with each other. We don't have to talk about politics. We don't have to talk about all the negativity going on. We focus on one particular thing, and we talk about that. And
yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about the Funko community as a whole? What's the one thing, or I guess a grouping of things that?
One thing I can say, my channel is okay, but the support that you get from the community, and I know my channel only grew as fast as it grew because of the community, because of the shout outs, because of people, supporting and talking about it. And that's the one thing. The support of the community is everything.
Yeah, I love the support from the community. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it till this community no longer exists. I love this community because a lot of people in it genuinely treat you as if you're family.
Yes, I would say that. some of the people.
Yeah, I won't say all of them.
Yeah.
I've had my run in with a few that we've been at odds, and it's best to just go our separate ways and not deal with all the
Yeah.
negativity. But
most of it's just stupid stuff.
yeah,
anyways.
and a lot of it's just stupid crap that
Yeah.
could have been avoided to begin with. But anyways, for the most part,
Yeah.
I really love the people in this community. I
I
have
know,
felt at home since day one.
I made great friends. I think every day, Mama J and I would talk every day, chit chat.
We worked for a while.
Showing videos of what the kids did, and we talk a lot. So I talk with a lot of people in the community.
We had a group chat for a while with me, Mama J, Elizabeth, Sarah, and a few others, and I would talk to them every day, and then that just kind of fell apart. I still talk to Mama J every so often, not as much as what we used to. I miss talking to Mama J, I really do.
Oh, we get busy too, and it's understandable.
Well, ever since I started this new job, it's been back in February. I changed to a different company, and I've just been whenever I get home in the afternoon time or the evening time, I'm so exhausted. I don't really want to do anything.
Yeah,
and that's kind of why my channel kind of fell to the wayside, because I stopped putting out as many videos as I was. There was about a month or two that I had only put out maybe 1 or 2 videos, because I didn't have the time to edit. I didn't have the time to do anything. I was just so tired between work and coming home and spending time with the family. I didn't feel like doing anything else.
Oh, she sent videos of what Spectre did.
I could just see Spectre setting up his little figurines and play battles with them and everything.
Spectre with his facts. I love that he always has a fact for everything. Cool fact. I'm gonna call Spectre cool fact. Cool fact. Fun fact.
Spectre's new nickname. Fun fact.
Yeah,
Cool
fun
fact.
Spectre. Anyone else has any questions?
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions for Geeky Mama Bear? Anybody at all? If not, we will start wrapping this up. I'll look at my phone to the chat on here, because it's been popping up here quicker than it's been popping up on my screen.
Yeah, Sean is thinking. Nope. Who's Doctor Who? Why do dogs cry?
McDork's pop. No, I don't think she's a Doctor Who fan at all. I think she really despises Doctor Who.
Yeah, I don't really like Doctor Who.
Well, she
Why
was
do
talking
dogs
so
cry?
badly about him earlier, did?
Maybe Spectre can answer that. Spectre will know why doves cry.
Well, since nobody else wants to ask any questions, and I'm about out of what I've got, cool fact: doves cry because. Come on, don't. Oh, John, don't even. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Don't get me into that. In fact, I watched that several times the other night. I love who's on first.
Did you have any more questions?
I don't think I have any more. Let me see. Let me go over the list here. Okay, any upcoming news for your channel? Or either your channel or your Instagram, anything that's coming up that you want to promote or talk about, or something?
I have so many ideas, but not the energy. So I keep saying I'm gonna do this and that and this and that, but lately I've posted like maybe one video a week, which is a little. Before I used to post, a lot more videos, and so right now don't have any ideas of what's coming next. I'm doing some videos on comic books because I'm gonna be doing some at least one video a week for comic books. I have so many that I have to open. But it's hard, and also YouTube just cramps your style.
Right.
You want to do a lot, but then they are like, nope, you can't do that. Nope, you can't use music. Nope, don't take a clip from this. So it kind of takes you, you have to take a step back and
don't let your kid be seen on screen.
Oh yeah, that too. Because
I think that's what was kicking Brian off last weekend whenever he was doing his live on Pop and Sun Pops.
It could be.
Whenever Aiden would pop in screen, I think that's the reason why they were kicking him off. Either that or somebody was just messing with him that night and messing with him hard.
I made a couple of videos with the kids, and after that, a lot of people keep telling me, listen, I can't click the notifications for your channel. So I think YouTube keeps changing it. And if people don't change it back, they have to unsubscribe and then subscribe again, or else they can't hit the notification. And that hurts my channel because if people don't see the notifications, they're not going to come and watch the video,
Well, see, I tend to always add a cuss word or two into my videos. Just because I do say that my videos aren't for kids, and even though I got my kids in my videos, I haven't had that problem yet that I know of, that my notifications have been turned off for videos that include them in them. But I mean, I'm the main one talking, and I go over things that is adult themed, I guess you could say.
There's a lot of innuendos here lately.
Yes, there have been a lot of. It's been really funny to throw those little innuendos in, and the kids are like, "What are you laughing at?"
Well, that's one of the reasons I don't put the kids. Well, because it's a lot of work too, to control them in the video.
Right.
Because anytime you have to keep putting the comments back on and telling them that this is not for kids, even though there's a kid in the video, But I stopped unless they get a gift or something that I think it should be open on a video. They're not coming back.
I told the boys to begin with that this would be our channel because my youngest son, Anakin, he wanted to be a YouTuber, but he wanted to do Fortnite videos, and I told him, I'm not gonna do a setup for you to play Fortnite on and do live stream. I'm not gonna do it. I said, but we're doing these Funko Pops. We're buying these Funko Pops, and there's a lot of channels. At that time, whenever I first started watching, there wasn't as many. There weren't as many channels as there are now. At least that I knew of, anyways. A lot of the channels that are popping up now are ones that I've seen in live chats, for about a year now that didn't have channels and just started popping up because they wanted to join in on the fun too. This is the reason why I do this. I'm not looking to get monetary. I'm not looking to grow my channel to over 1,000 just so I can get monetized. That's not my goal. I do this because I'm having fun. I enjoy talking to people. And one weird thing about me is whenever I was younger, I was terrified of doing something like this.
Oh, me too. Believe me.
In front of a crowd, talking in front of a camera, I did video. We had, whenever I was in middle school, we had video announcements, morning announcements. And I got the chance to do it one time. And I was just so stoned, just dead. Like I was just a rock sitting there in front of the camera. And it was horrible. And now I love this. This is one thing that I love doing, and I'm going to keep doing it until this isn't a thing anymore.
I know, it's so funny because I never liked even taking pictures because I didn't want people looking at me, and I'm like, now I'm making videos. People are looking at me, and every time I pause one of my videos, I'm like, can you imagine how many times people pause my videos and I have that weird face on? Every time I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that face. If they pause right then, they're gonna be laughing at me. But it's fun. I think when you actually start doing this, you open up a lot more.
Yeah.
I would never want to. It's funny because every time I spoke to an American person, it was like I forgot my English. I forgot what I was saying. I forgot, how to use the grammar. I forgot the words. My pronunciation would go back. I would have like this thick accent, really thick. So it's funny because that stopped.
Sound kind of like Gloria from Modern Family.
Oh yeah. That show. It just ended, right?
Yeah, that I love that show, and I was one of those watching the final episode, and I shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie.
I did too. I was like, oh my gosh! And they showed like when the kids were little.
Yeah.
They started, and I was like, oh my gosh! I watched this kid grow.
I was like that with Big Bang Theory. I started watching Big Bang Theory when it was in its last season, and
Right, too loud.
It took me about a month and a half to watch from season 1 all the way up to where they were at. But yeah, whenever it was over with, the last episode had only aired about 2 weeks prior, and I was like, I cried at the end of Big Bang Theory. It was just heartbreaking to watch this show end.
Yeah.
You invest so much time with these people. They're kind of like an extension of your family.
Yeah.
You may never even meet them. You may never even meet that particular actor, but that character just you resonated with you as a person, that you grow that bond with them. And
I have that with Grey's Anatomy. To me, that show should never end. Hey.
Yeah, I listen to a podcast every week, and it's a husband and wife. She's an actress, and she's a former country music singer. But like, they're my best friends. Like, I love them. If they're going through something, and they share a lot with their marriage and everything, and if they're going through something, I'm like, no, like, mama and dad are fighting. I don't like this.
I know. I'm like that. My husband's like, why are you so invested? Because he will watch a show, he's done, that's it. I'm like, no, my best friend is going away.
I grow attachment way too quick.
Yep. I've been watching New Amsterdam.
Okay.
And when they were
No, it's too loud, buddy.
Whenever the first season ended, the way it ended, I lost it. I was like, no, you cannot kill off this character. He's like, no, do not. This is not good. Grey's Anatomy, that I've been told that I need to start watching it, and I've considered it. I haven't ever got into it. I do watch a lot of crime shows and medical shows like New Amsterdam, 911. I watch a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, I a show that made me cry the most in my life, I think. I cried so much at that show. It's not even funny. But it's too loud.
Well, I will go ahead and cut this off. I know you got to go take care of the kids, and I didn't want to keep you on here for too terribly.
This was fun. This was really fun.
We'll have to do it again later on down the road. We'll just get together. Maybe we can do a mystery box battle or sometime.
Oh yeah, and if you want to do a hangout live and have more people on, that's fun too.
Yeah, we'll get something together and just have a hangout session with some people.
Yeah.
I know on the anniversary of the when I did the bullying live stream, I will be doing a live stream on the anniversary of that, or the weekend of that anniversary.
Okay.
So I plan on having a lot of people join in for that and kind of see what kind of progress we made with that. I do know that I don't see it. I don't think it's as prevalent as it was whenever I did the live stream. But I want to bring some people in that it did affect, even if they come on live or just talk in chat about it.
Mhm.
I do want to have that and just kind of see if we made any progress with that, see if it kind of backed off or if it even got worse. Because like I said, I can't be in everybody's lives. I can't monitor everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something that I do have planned for in the future, but that's still a good little ways away. I think that's around October that I did that. So
Yeah. That would be fun. That would be good.
right. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us, and thank you for taking time out of your evening to answer some questions for the Funko community.
Yeah, anytime.
Well, guys, we really appreciate you all stopping by. If you haven't checked out Geeky Mama Bear, check her out on Instagram. Check out her right there, Geeky Mama Bear. If you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, go give her a subscribe. And give us a subscribe if you're just coming in and checking this out. We are on the road to 400. We're not making a big deal about it. I did want to try to, kind of get there tonight because I did want to do a giveaway. But whenever we do hit it, we're going to do a nice little giveaway. But if we do hit 500 by my birthday, which is in July 25th, if we do hit 500 by then, there will be a really big giveaway done then. I'm going to start promoting that. I'm going to make a video for it. But that's going to be a fun night if we can get there by then. But thank you once again. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a really good evening. Stay safe. And hope everybody else in the chat stays safe too. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep it popping, flame heads. Later, guys.
Later, guys. Thank you.